Well, I mean, we'll fix it. Can you hear
Yeah,
me just
you
fine?
know.
Because I'm just realizing my microphone is not in the camera shot. Yay!
Oh, look at you.
I was like,
Mine is. I'm trying to get it out, but
now all I have to
shoot,
do is find some headphones that will appear, that will be invisible, and I can have my whole face bag.
look at you. It's all
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I need the studio headphones like they wear on you see most singers wear that they come around just the lower part of their mouth and just come
Oh
up their
yeah, yeah,
ear.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It flips it into their hair, but I don't have any hair back there, so it won't have much anything back there. So, welcome to episode 9 of Bearable Journey. Right now, it's just me and Bob tonight. So, Bob, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good. Despite a lot of what we talked about last week,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that it's pretty calm now. I'm letting them come to me with information right now.
Good.
So um, so right now I'm just waiting it out. You know.
Good. You actually listened to my advice.
Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about hounding him. Like, hey, what did you find out? I mean, what because all that's going to do is cause
That's
him to shut down.
that's exactly what I told you. That there's
So
if
I
there's
need to be.
nothing you can do about it, don't worry about it.
Okay, I got to be practical right now. So we're just gonna have a easy breezy stream tonight. So it's just us two. So no
Nope.
no no outside just us. I
No
like
outside
sometimes just having
interference,
us.
man. Yeah, hell yeah. Um, I do have to talk about this thing. I don't know if you know it's a thing. Um, on Twitter or I'm sorry, on
X.
X. Fucking hate that shit. Anyways, uh,
But let's not. We're not going to talk about the person who now owns X right now.
I don't go fuck. No, but so have you heard about these sex toy uh testers reviewers thingies?
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we were talking about it when Jet was here.
Right. So I'm up to like number 6 or 7, and number 8 or 9 comes to on Thursday, tomorrow.
I mean, where are you gonna
And
like? Are you gonna? So next episode, you're gonna have to have all everything that you've lined up on like a shelf right
I
behind you.
I can like unbox this one
I mean,
on the
we
show
are
tonight.
18, we are adult and we are over 18. So by all means, you can. I mean, it's not
Let's
that
do
you're
this.
using it right now. Good lord. I mean,
Well, I mean, I might. I don't know.
I saw the masturbator you got. So I saw that video.
Oh, what you think?
I thought it was pretty. You sort of got. I don't know what happened toward the end.
Um, I don't either. I think
It seems
I don't
like
know.
you were about to finish, but you didn't, and something happened, and you just everything started falling, and it was over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you actually finished or not because that I could not. That did not show in the video.
I actually fell asleep.
So
Yeah.
if we had to rank that toy, I would say now it's like what a 3 out of 10.
I'd say maybe about 1 out of 10. I don't know. No, actually, that toy is actually like really, really good. I was just tired, I guess. I don't know.
Because I know you woke up
Um,
like you were startled and you started knocking shit
yeah,
over
because
and
I fucking fell asleep during the live feed. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I guess I just got so relaxed, dude, that like, boom.
so
I don't know, man.
what's today's toy? I'm sorry.
So today's toy is Kate Trainer's um vibrator series. It's a vibrator. It's not a vibrator. It's a fucking male sex toy. Yeah, well, it says vibrator, but
You think
it's
it's
actually
like a prostate stimulator?
no, it's
No,
actually
that's way
a
too big
hand.
to be a prostate stimulator.
Yeah, no shit.
I
I'm
mean, it
like,
depends
whoa,
on
what
who
the
you
fuck
are,
you?
but
What are you stimulating, man? How much of the prostate are you stimulating? Come on now. It is a
oh, it's a sleeve.
handheld. Yeah, Yeah, but it does come with a vibrator. So like the vibrator goes right in here. You see that little space right there?
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, I don't like the texture of it. It's too like gummy,
Yeah, I mean
and it
it's
sticks
hard
to
to hold
every.
on to.
Yeah, but look, it's literally like slime.
Oh Jesus! No, 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 no.
Look at that.
You would want, I like the fact that it's sort of fleshy on the inside, but you want something a little bit firmer on the
Uh,
outside, like a fleshlight. It's supposed to.
yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that, man. Here, let me see this shit real quick.
So it just like give you like an egg vibrator to stick in there,
I think so. Yeah. I believe that's what that is. Oh yeah,
or a
like a
bullet.
little
So that's
little
more
bullet.
like a bullet.
Yeah. Vibration's nice. Here.
Well, I mean, feeling it in your hand, like putting it next to your junk, is totally two different things. So, if you had to do
It
the
feels
advanced
nice.
check, okay,
It
okay,
feels nice. Nut check.
is it multiple settings or just one setting?
I'm about to find out. That's for charging. It is multiple settings. So and then
Okay. I know riveting podcasting, people. I tell you.
yeah, no, I know. Only here on Bearable Journey. Wow. So this goes in here into this little sleeve right there, little pocket, and then you got your rocket. I don't know.
You got a rocket in your pocket.
hmm I don't like the feel of it on the outside. I might like have to like cover it with something because look, literally it's like
I mean, it's
it's
sort of
sticky
like
as fuck.
gives you like. I mean, do you need to run it through like a wash or something? Just
Probably, man. I don't know, dude, because this is way too sticky. I wouldn't like that. Like that's probably like a no go for
throw
me.
it to the wall like the little sticky
Yes,
hands, and let it stick on the
exactly.
wall until you're ready to use it again.
Oh my god, man, that's exactly what it feels like. Exactly what it feels like. Which to me is not very sensual or sexual or whatever for
I mean, for self
aspect.
pleasure, yeah, it's sort of it's like getting a dildo and realizing that the dildo is floppy, and it really serves you like you spend more time trying to fight to get it in.
Trying to balance this shit. Mm-mm. Looking
So,
like you're riding one of those bulls.
I know we always hear the girls talk about is it in yet? Is it in yet? And you're like, okay, trying to sit on one of these things and realize that no, it is no.
It is not.
So
Yeah.
so it shows that
So,
we got somebody's watching us right now.
oh yay,
So
we've got a
I
viewer.
can't see who it is. But whoever
We're
you
on
are, we appreciate it. Um,
on YouTube.
yeah, on YouTube.
Cool.
Is that's
Well, I
that's
put
the
the
only
word
place
out.
I'm really broadcasting it right now is on YouTube. Um,
Okay, I put the
no,
word out. So
I'll get on Twitter soon, and hopefully pretty soon I can get my I can
I posted on
simulcast
Twitter.
on TikTok as well.
Why can't you do that yet?
Because I don't have a stream key. Once you sign with
Oh,
an
that.
agency,
Mm-hmm.
some agencies, it depends on the agency if they can get your stream key, but TikTok has pretty much had them under locks for a while, so they're not really just giving them out. Like,
Oh no shit.
yeah, YouTube gave them out like willy nilly. They don't care. I mean, they just
Yeah.
want people to use their platform. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it like that if they're desperate, but
Yeah. No, it's YouTube.
they do make it easier for people that want to at least put their feet in there to get their feet wet doing something like this
Right.
to do it.
Right.
Uh, so I am glad that they have. Hello, I'm assuming that's E, but I'm not going to say the screen name out loud just in case he doesn't want me to say it.
Okay.
But thank you for staying up. I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning where you are, so thank you for
Damn, where's you from?
um Lebanon.
Oh, okay.
The
Is he a
sun's
homosexual?
yeah, he's a homosexual. Yes, he is a very much a homosexual. He's gonna laugh at that one
Cool,
in
cool.
just a second. So I don't know if I've ever talked to him about being a homosexual. Honestly, I mean, hey, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning just to get my partner on the road to Tennessee. So, and I'm still running off the same amount of sleep. So, you know,
Oh shit.
I'm not going to do that every day this week. And plus, I didn't take my Adderall, so that way I'm glad I didn't take my Adderall today, so I can at least go home. When I get done with this, I'm going straight to sleep.
Hey,
Well,
so at the end of the month, when you have like all those Adderalls that you didn't take, you want to send those to me?
well, I still end up taking them because I don't take them on the weekends because I hate
Hmm.
it. It is not a porn club.
Why not?
It is not my porn club. Well, it could be a harem if we wanted to call it that.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, the homosexuals?
Yeah, the homosexuals. What you call
It's the new boy band. New
it's
boy band
the
that's coming out.
homosexuals. You had the Sex Pistols. Now you got the homosexuals.
There you go.
I mean, Taylor's got the Swifties. I got the homosexuals. So we're gonna
There you
run
go.
with it. Not unsubscribe.
Hold on.
You are sort of like my biggest fan, yet not my fan, but you're also a friend. So I appreciate you for being you. That's the best way to say it. So we try. He said y'all are too funny. So I'm sorry. I'm getting to see this, but you're not, unless you're heading over to.
Yeah, no. I'm about to open up YouTube.
I go to a little bit to so I told you I had to my partner's in Tennessee. He
Hmm.
his aunts he's just buried his last uncle this past week, so he's only got one aunt left. No, a couple, and he's got one aunt left and a couple of aunt-in-laws, in-laws. So he wanted to go up and try to spend some time with her before she goes to the great beyond. So and that he's 20. He's again, my partner's 20 years older than me. So
Right.
and I think with the loss of his uncle, that was the last meal in his family. It sort of hit home with him. It's like, I need to really get closer to my family because he figures in his line. I mean, out of 5 boys, there's only two left. It's him being the middle kid, and the youngest boy that's still there. Um, so
Wow.
um, we go pick up his rental car yesterday.
Huh.
And for some reason, he got so bougie all of a sudden. The first car they gave us is the Nissan Sentra, which, I had a Sentra before. We took that sucker to the mountain and it was no problem at all. But he was like, well, I sort of want to take your car the road. I want to take the road. And I'm like, no, sir. I've been without my car for almost a month and it's good to have her back home. So, she's staying right here. And he finds out he flips his shit. He said, and I was like, can we go back in and say, hey, can we get the immediate car? So they give him the Toyota, the Chevy Malibu. So,
Okay.
I drive it down the road a little bit. And I let him take it because I had to rent spares and I needed my car to do it.
Hmm.
Found out that he didn't like the car because it's like it vibrates really bad. It sounds horrible, and he says, I'm just not going to take this car. And he's like, so I'm like, dude, now I got to call all these dealerships to find another vehicle. I got to call all these budget rental cars or to find a car. because my lot didn't have anything else. So I had to drive all the way to the airport. And he's like, well, I get me just, and I told him, I said, well, I know this is the puppies in the bed. They tend to draw a lot of attention back there because they look so comfortable back there, don't they?
Yes.
So
that back one in the one by the headboard.
Yes.
Oh my god, this looks so cute.
So the girl is behind me right now, and she's like, you can't see her.
Yeah.
You see,
no, but I see her moving.
So I go to the airport, and he's like, well, as long as they don't give me like a pea thrasher. I'm like,
what?
A pea thrasher. He calls anything that sounds like a sewing machine revving up a pea thrasher. So
oh man.
He wants a car with body, like something with a V6 or a V8 engine. And I'm like, sweetie, those things are not economical. I mean,
they're economical. They're fucking badass.
But, again, I'm not paying for a Mustang for him to drive, and Mustang is not going to be practical enough for him to drive, especially with him and his aunt up to And basically, most of the cars nowadays, to be economical, they've gone to an inline 3-cylinder. They haven't gone into a V6. They've stopped eliminating V6, and 4 cylinders to go to the inline 3s and add turbo to them. So we took the Malibu bag, and so we get there. They're like, "Well, hey, we're out of cars." They said, "Give us about 20 minutes, and we'll get you a car back." 20 minutes to the nose, they get the car back. So we're in the checkout, and they give me and I'm like, I'm looking at the tag that's there trying to write up the order again, and I'm just like, that looks like the same tag that I just turned in that they're trying to give me back.
No fucking way, dude. They did.
And so in the customer service person, she looks at it. She says, no wonder it won't let me check it back to you. This is one we just took back.
Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Wow.
So a girl was coming back with another vehicle, so she said, "Hey, give me those keys right there." And so, and as luck would have it, it was another freaking Malibu.
Oh.
But it wasn't bad. This one was a lot better. It drove better. It had the moonroof and everything where the other one didn't. And it has the what I liked about this one with the moonroof is it has the if you can pre-crank it, you can do it, does the remote start, but it also lifts open the moonroof so that way it lets the hot air out before you get into the vehicle.
Yeah. Like just like the like angles it or whatever. Yeah.
So I was like, my car didn't even do that, and I was like, what in the hell?
Hey man, but at least you didn't have to get him a Mustang.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I wasn't gonna do a Mustang, so that you can kiss that shit goodbye. And whoever else is in, welcome. I appreciate y'all coming in. Say hi if you're in the chat. There's some more people. Oh no, I think that was you that entered. But there's just one more person in. So if you're in the chat, say hi.
How do I get to the chat though? I'm always confused about this.
It says 3 people are in. A couple people are in right now. So I thought one.
Oh, I'm on the live, but I can't see the chat. Let me see. Hold on.
So and while I'm sitting there, I was like, you know what? I've been trying to deal with CVS because I've called them about 3 weeks ago to refill my testosterone. They said, okay. They said, well, we don't have any. We'll have you some tomorrow. I was like, okay, cool. Well, so tomorrow goes. There is no news on my refill.
Oh shit. Okay.
So. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep checking the app. And then I gave up on checking the app. And I'm like, you know what? I need... Where's your camera vibrating?
Oh, because I'm scrolling down. Yeah, it's because I'm testing out the sex toy. Shut up.
I mean, hey, I'm not upset if you're going to test it out. I mean... I wish there was a second
No,
camera.
no, no, no.
I was gonna say I wish there was a second camera so I get to see what's really going on versus
Wow.
everybody
Wow.
else is saying. Because, but I'm like, you're shaking the damn big
See,
camera. Quit it.
look, I'm not, okay? No, I'm actually trying to find the chat because for some reason I can never find it. Let me see. So I'm there. I'm on the live stream. How do I get to the chat?
All right, I'm gonna text in the behind the screens, behind the scenes. You should be able to get to it from here.
Okay, you're gonna send it through here through the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about those technical difficulties, people. You know, it's
So he wants to be able
just
to interact with all the good people, so I'm gonna let him go over there real quick. So
yeah, you know.
so I call up there and I'm pissed off too because I have not had a decent sleep in all week, so I am fit to be tired. My boss is out of town, and they dumped a whole lot of stuff on me. So and I'm like, okay, I don't want to let her down. I don't want to fail, and I'm just trying to do things that she would normally do, and blah blah blah. That's how I learned. Do what my boss would do. so
Right.
so so but so I finally they called me back, and I'm like. The one thing I've learned is these corporations, big corporations, they have sort of eliminated customer service, like being able to pick up a phone.
Yeah.
If you call Comcast will not like. Let's say if you call for tech support, their thing is that you cannot get to tech support unless you reboot your router. And they
Oh, no shit.
and so they make you wait 10 minutes, call back. So the system will call you back in 10 minutes to find out that it's saying, that you're having a problem, to see if you're having a problem.
Right.
And this time that it called me back and it hung up on me. So I'm like, and CVS started doing the same thing. You cannot call CVS and get through to somebody, or where they will put you on hold and say, "Hey, let me get to you."
Yeah.
They have finally just doing the leave a voicemail, going straight to leave a voicemail, and we'll call you right back. And I'm like, dude, what happened to the days of actually picking up a phone?
Yeah, no shit. That's just fucked up, man.
I have to answer every phone that comes through my office, so we try to hit every one of them, but sometimes we're not able to.
Yeah.
So they finally call me back, and I'm sitting at the budget counter trying to get my car exchanged, and I'm like, you know what? I said, guys, I was told I was supposed to have my testosterone weeks ago. I was like, and I understand there may be a shortage, but they said, well, hey, we can give you two vials, and I'll give you two for next 14 days. No, next 20. It'll get you through the next month until we can get the big vials in. So, and we're like, okay. Whatever we need to do to get me testosterone in my bloodstream, because
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments now.
yeah, without testosterone, I'm about to become a bitch in a minute. I'm like either
Oh shit.
either hormonal or just start raving mad. Either one. It's hard to tell these days. So and I never want to be that person that's on the back end of either one of those moves.
I do not want to be that person.
No, because you never see me angry either, and that's.
I don't care. I know how angry you can get. Just knowing how passionate you are and how happy you are, that tells me a lot. That tells me that you can fucking get angry as fuck, like Hulk angry.
As I was telling E earlier, it's like I believe in mutually assured destruction, because if I'm going to go down, I'm making sure there's no chance that
There you go.
I said I'm make sure I would go down with the least blood on me. So, but if we're going down, we all going down.
You see, there you go. And it's some of those comments that you say that just tell me, like, holy shit, this motherfucker.
That's just it.
And I say that with all the love in the world. Okay, don't take it the wrong way.
I am not hangry. I don't get very angry when I'm hungry, but I do. You got to watch out for my face. You got to watch out for my eyes. My eyes tell way too much.
They sure do.
The eye roll, just the nonchalant eye roll that I think is nonchalant, and don't
No,
try
I
to.
was about to say nonchalant. Come on now.
I think it's nonchalant, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, I won't argue with you on that one. Oh
So,
man.
needless to say, I got my testosterone. So, and I like once this is over, I get to be the adult and try to give myself a shot, which I hate doing. I really hate doing it.
I hate needles, man, to begin with. So
it's not that I mind them. I don't. I like if I go to the doctor, I know I'm going to have blood work done. I'm usually good as long as I can see the needle. I have to be able to see the needle.
see, I'm the other way. I can't like just don't show me the needle and don't tell me when you're gonna do it. Just fucking do it, get it over with, and get me the fuck out of there.
If I don't see the needle and you touch me, I'm gonna jump. So it's going. So
Oh fuck!
and you're gonna overshoot. You're gonna overshoot your target. So it is definitely. Hey, when you give me if you're drawing blood, you're giving me a shot. I want to see the needle, because my nurse was out one Friday when I had to go get my shot. I had to go to the doctor's office to get it. Mm-hmm. And this was also the tragic day where I was trying to remember if I wore underwear to my doctor's appointment or not. Because my nurse always used to give it to me in my thigh. This particular nurse decided she wanted to give it to my butt, and I'm like, "Sweetie, no, we're not doing the butt. Nope. There's other things I would do in the butt, but giving me a shot in the butt, no, ma'am."
Well, depending on what kind of shot, because it could be a cum shot.
I mean, with an actual injection, well, pretty much. So yeah. So, but this one with an actual needle, you're not giving me Depo in my butt. I need to see the needle.
Yeah.
Yes, the Tucci. She wanted to enter the Tucci. So me and my nurse, I told her the next time I saw her, I said, don't you ever be off when I need to get my shots, because this heifer decided to. I told her. I'm calling her a cow because she had no right to do that, and I told her, I said, and she says, and I told her, I said, no, you will do it in my leg, and I was like, but on the way I still had this existential meltdown because I'm trying to remember if I put on underwear that day.
Oh shit!
I mean, if I was getting a shot in the butt, it really didn't care. It didn't really matter at that moment.
Well, yeah.
But if I was going to get in the leg, I have, my nurse has never seen me naked, and
she was like, which one of your 3 legs would you like it in?
I'm like, please do not stick. I mean, because in the moment she touched me, I jumped, and I'm like, that's what happens if you don't do it where I tell you to do it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I whenever, I mean, like, I get really nervous with needles, like, to begin with, like, super nervous, and so I'll start like kind of like hyperventilating type thing. Free ballers matter. That's a good one. I'm gonna steal that one.
It's like free balls matter, and also foreskins matter.
Okay.
Foreskins do matter. Granted, I don't think if babies had the choice whether they become circumcised or uncircumcised, that should be our choice. But we should know also it's going to hurt a heck of a lot more if we become 30 years old and we decide I'm going to become uncircumcised.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm actually glad that I'm circumcised, that I'm cut. But they did a really good job on mine. So like I have enough foreskin, and that, like, a lot of people think that I'm uncut. So.
I sort of like that too. I had a friend who was in the process of trying to regrow his foreskin, so he was.
Regrow?
Yes, it is possible, but it's a semi painful process of where you have to injure the skin and let it grow.
Oh my god! What?
It's like almost wearing a penis pump just for the skin.
Oh. No fucking way.
Yeah,
Yeah, free ballers don't matter on that. Not on that note, man. That fucking just sounds painful. And why on earth would you do that? Holy
some guys
shit!
like the option that their skins were taken without their consent, and they wanted it back. Goddamn it! And they were going to do it by any means necessary.
Wow. I mean, what doctor came up with that shit?
Some
That's what I want to know. Like, oh hey, check this out. If I cut your fucking foreskin off just a little bit, it'll regrow. Like,
Okay,
what the
so
fuck?
I am going to research that for the next show.
Yeah,
And
we have to.
hopefully by next show I'll be able to answer these questions like a pro.
Yeah, definitely, because that's just no. Mm-mm. Oh shit.
Or if I can find somebody who's had the work done, who's successfully people that are successfully regrowing their foreskin.
That's what we need, and we need visuals. We need to see him show it.
I wonder if TikTok will let me get away with posting a video that says, "Hey, looking to speak to somebody that's successfully regrown their foreskin."
I'm sure they will. Why not? Why wouldn't they?
Because you got to see it gingerly, so that way you're not offending people.
Fuck that. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, people. Did I offend you?
No, this podcast here is 18 or over. You can't get into it without being over the age of 18.
Okay, good. Well, you can, because there's people that do anyways. You know.
Well, unless I remember to set the settings beforehand. Usually on the reposts, you got to be 18 to see it.
Right, but I mean, it's so easy to just be like, "Oh yes, of course I'm 18. Hey, here you go." You know.
See, and aren't you glad you stayed awake for this? I
Nice.
invited him to come on, but he was like, 3:00 in the morning. Am I gonna feel like talking at 3:00 in the morning? He's good enough to talk to me in the midday, but I think you'd have fun. I think you would.
Yup. Jet had fun, didn't he?
And so we'll get Jet back because and who knows, if you decide to come and stay more often, I'll get you your own graphics.
Oh shit! Watch out. Your own graphics, bro. Nah, those graphics are badass. Actually,
I ended up loving the graphics. So
you still haven't sent me my login info for that email though.
yes,
I mean, I'm sure I have all these fan mail and shit, but you know,
you're so popular.
Kidding.
Yes, you
I'm fucking with you, man.
So no, I will do that tonight when we end the live, so that way I can get you into your Bearable Journey email account.
Ooh.
What fan?
Oh,
that's not what you're blowing slowly on your face. Or
wow,
that's not what you're really slowly blowing, and it's rolling across your face.
That's true. What's it called? Have you done anything with the X page, or no?
With the X page?
I remember you saying that we could do whatever we want with it. The Twitter page, our Twitter page for Bearable Journey.
No. I haven't. No, did I start it or?
Yeah, you started it up, but it has nothing on there. So I was going to see if you could give me the login info for that as well, so that I can work on it.
Yeah, and then I'll give everybody the Bearable Journey login because it's enough trying to manage my own Twitter. So one less thing I have on my plate, the better.
Yes, that's exactly what you said last time.
I will always say that, and I still end up just.
I know.
I'm a creature of effing habit, so
No, we know. It's all good. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying,
So, but yeah, we'll get it up, and I'll get you all the information, everything. I just gotta remember. I have to reset the password because I don't remember.
Oh God.
Again.
Oh.
I set up probably months ago, and I haven't gone back into it. So of course I was gonna forget it.
Yeah. How's work going for you?
Work is good. Work is
because your boss was out, right? Or
yeah. So you don't have to leave. I know teamwork makes the dream work. So I try to give everybody something to do, so I don't feel like I'm so overwhelmed with work and everything, and then doing this as well. But yeah, my boss is out of town, so I'm sort of I'm so in a way of training us for the for our next steps. They're giving us more responsibilities for
Right.
So they're having me over my groups of properties.
Yeah.
That are closer to me. Her senior manager in Atlanta is over her properties there. She has an area manager that's over her properties in Tuscaloosa, and then
Right.
there's Mark. So Mark is a special case. So Mark does what Mark does, and we don't mention anything about that. But you know, I'm glad to get the experience. I'm glad to that they are trusting us. But I was, like I said, the only stressful part about giving us the ability to do these things and making sure that we have the ability to take care of things while our bosses are gone is making sure we have the accesses for stuff.
Oh my God, they didn't.
Yeah, so like she's like, well, hey, you're gonna be responsible for approving stuff. I'm like, I said, okay, I can approve POs to a certain point, but I can't do final approvals of so like I can approve anything over up to $500. Anything over $500 requires a regional approval. But if you're telling me, hey, then you're going to be dealing with regional responsibilities while you're gone, give me access in the system to get me to let me do things hands on.
Yeah, no shit.
So I don't think I don't think she really thought about it because they're in the Balkans this week. So
you didn't give a fuck. She was like, "All right, y'all in charge. Peace."
and I told you, I'm already dealing with the one manager who won't answer me, and I'm like,
I was gonna ask you. That was my next question.
As long as she stays out of my way.
Mm-hmm. She cause you become the Hulk.
No, it's she has become like one of these people that because since I've like technically her boss, she just for some reason doesn't like me in the way that in my approach on things. But hey, you know, they're valid questions and they deserve valid answers, and especially if I train.
She probably feels that she should have been in that position instead of you.
She's only been in the company for like 2 months.
That doesn't mean that she doesn't think that way. Either way, you know what I mean. She probably thinks that she should be in that position.
She came and handle the task that I gave her.
Right, but I mean that's probably her mentality. You know what I mean? Like,
so there's
a lot of people out there like that. Like,
let's get one thing right before we go to trying to become the owner of the company. Okay?
Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, no shit. But yeah, there's a lot of people out there with that mentality that think, you know.
Yeah, I am with the mentality. When I go to a
like
different company, I was like, I know that different companies are going to have different ways of doing things, so I'm going to have an open mind to adapt to whatever they're going to tell me. You know, to train me their way. So that way, yes, I understand there's more than one way to skin a fucking cat, but
if you do it their way, then it's a lot likely that you'll
ever get it wrong, and you know, and I hate being wrong. I thought I was wrong once, but I was sadly mistaken.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't believe me? Just ask me. I'll tell you.
That's a good one, man. That is a good one.
Don't believe me? Just ask me. I will tell you. So no, and so like I try to be a perfectionist at first. And in my strive to be a perfectionist, I'm trying to learn to pay attention to detail. I just don't have it in me to pay attention to detail. It is
really
no, I am not that. You know, some people it is.
I would have never guessed.
Huh?
I would have never guessed. You know?
No, like like you let my barber cut my hair. I'm like he's so meticulous when he does it, and I'm like, why can't I do the same thing you did and get the same results?
Well, okay, but because you're not a barber. I don't know.
Well,
What,
I'm not.
what do
I'm
you
not
mean?
even talking about even like trying to like cut my hair. I'm like trying
Oh,
like I'm doing something easy like trimming my beard, lining up my beard, and I'm like
you can't do that. You don't do that. What do you mean? Then what? Like you go to your barber every like week or what?
every 2 weeks, every about 3 weeks, I see my barber.
Oh my god. Hell no. Mm-mm. I've been cutting my own hair for 6 years now.
I will not. No,
Wow.
I get paid. I will let somebody else cut my hair. I have tried to trim my beard and make it look nice, but it just doesn't work for me. So I'm like,
You know what you need? You know what you need? Phillips the one blade. Have you seen those?
No, I can't use if it's a straight razor. I can't use a straight razor.
It's not a straight razor. It's an electric razor, right? And it's flat. It leaves like I to me it's the best one ever, dude. I have one of the models here, but it like literally you just put it flat against your skin, and then yeah, no
What do
shit,
you
the
mean
poor
the poor
soul.
soul that because that is wrong?
No, that cuts that hair is wrong because like
Oh,
that cuts that like if they cut your hair wrong, poor soul, dude, because you're
oh
gonna
yeah,
fucking go
yeah,
off.
oh yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you a funny story. My very first barber in Atlanta, he's like, I'm gonna strive. I need to come in today and strive to be a good barber, because if I was, if you went to any other barber, your hair is so fine that one false move and you could fuck up my hair.
Oh
And
shit.
he says, so that's the difference between a good barber and a bad barber. So he says, so I'm gonna need to be a good barber today. Um, and even when he is trying to cut my hair, he's like trying to find the grain,
Mm.
because all I have to do is brush my hair a different way in 2 weeks, and my grain has changed, and he can't.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
If I change the grain, if I will do something, I would change the grain and might move the grain. And he's trying to cut with the grain, and it never seems. He's like, I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here, otherwise I will fuck you up. And I'm like, please don't fuck me up.
Okay. Yeah.
You can do a lot of things, but that's the one thing you will not do is fuck up my hair. Please do not fuck up my hair.
Right. Give me 1 sec, man. Sorry.
Even when it came to like my barber here is Puerto Rican, so he does an amazing job.
He's a Puerto Rican.
Yes, my barber's a Puerto Rican.
Isn't it like every black man's like choice to like go with a black barber because they understand, or has all that changed?
No. Normally I would always go to a black barber, but from day one, I sat in his chair. It is always he like I know the difference between going to him, letting my brother cut my hair, or my barber in Atlanta cut my hair, or just going to like Great Clips or Supercuts. You won't
Well,
ever catch me in Great Clips or
I
Supercuts.
was about to say, well, please don't fucking tell me that you go to Great Clips or Supercuts, dude.
If they are a barber, they can manage my hair type. If they are a stylist, they
Yeah,
cannot.
yeah. Let
So
me
I
get
won't go
here,
see a style.
bitch.
You would not talk about me like I'm not even sitting here. Y'all not gonna talk about me like I'm not even here.
Oh man.
But yeah, yeah, it is quite the journey when it comes to my hair. I don't know why, from hairstyle to
Oh no, man.
hairstyle.
That's understandable, dude. It's
Like tomorrow, I
you know.
thought about tomorrow, I thought about before I leave work tomorrow, or leaving work early tomorrow, and no, because my assistant won't
Mhm.
be there tomorrow. So I thought about going and having my hair braided tomorrow before my partner got back home.
Braided,
Yeah, cornrows, cornrows all the way
like
down.
with Oh shit, nice. Wait, is your hair long enough to do that,
Mhm.
or would they have to add like? Oh, it's already long enough.
Yeah, and my hair is actually quite long right now.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I see that.
It is quite long.
You're
It's
looking like
just
fucking kid and play right now.
yeah, it's so curly right now because like you can see some of the curls right now because of the west side
Yeah,
of
no,
the
I
last
can.
sun. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, if I wash my hair tonight, set my my heated brush to it, my hair is about a good
Hmm.
4 or 5 inches long, so it is plenty enough
Oh no
long.
shit.
It's
Okay.
plenty enough length to get them to go ahead and braid it all the way through. The worst part is the short ends. So the short ends on the
Hmm.
side have grown long enough now they can grab them
Oh, but
and they
that
won't
fucking
come out as
hurts,
much.
dude, doesn't it?
No,
Um, what if they do them too tight? Because I mean, I swear to God, dude, I saw this video one time. This girl had her braids done, and she fucking sneezed, and her skin ripped, like literally fucking split open, dude. Was also understandable berries that blue background that is so conveniently set to highlight those. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
so no, I mean no, they're tight, but they're never extremely tight.
Dude, that this chick that I saw, oh my god, dude,
But
I
again,
flipped the
my
fuck
hair is
out.
super fine,
Oh, okay.
so if I even like let it be tight and let me blink my eyes a few times, and it's already coming apart. So
No shit.
it can if they're not using the right type of if they're not using the right type of edge control. Um,
Edge control. What's
edge
that?
control is like a wax
Okay.
that binds all the hair together when they're braiding it.
Oh, okay. Damn, look at me learning.
Well, you know that I don't do anything without understanding the consequences of said actions. So everything in my life is deliberate. From the words that
Sure.
come out of my mouth to every step that I take is all deliberate, very deliberate. So but yeah, I can't believe we sit here and discuss my hair for about a good 20 minutes.
Well, Um, check out this new art piece I'm working on. I'm barely adding the color, but
I like
it's
that.
way different. Yeah.
So when that's done, I want that to be sent to me so I can hang it in a post, put in a poster. After I can hang
Okay.
it.
Sure. In order to get that shipped, I'm going to need the the price tag to be fulfilled. I'm
Oh, jeez.
just kidding, man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know you're joking. Hell, you know, hey, your time calls, so trust me, I understand that. For
No, you know what though? So I had this show to go to on Sunday. Was it Sunday? What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, Sunday. So Sunday, a friend of mine who has this podcast was gonna have this fashion show, and it was gonna be a glow fashion show, right? So it was gonna be like black light reflective type shit,
hmm
and so that's my art. You know what I mean? Like that's what my art is primarily um based on, right? And so I mentioned that to her, and she's like, "Oh my god, that'd be fucking great." She's like, "Why don't you like come up with like 10 pieces, and then we'll line the runway with it." And I'm like, "Oh shit, badass! Like hell yeah!" So here I am, the past fucking 2.5, 3 weeks, busting my fucking ass, trying to come up with different concepts, and different fucking pieces and shit. And I get there, and they don't have any spots for me. The runway is 2 rows of chairs facing each other, so there's no place for me to put any art whatsoever because it's on the floor, you know. And there's no spot on the walls, and there's no fucking black lights whatsoever. The clothes, it was basically all dark with like one spotlight, and moving all the fucking way around so that to where you couldn't even tell what the people were wearing, what the models were wearing.
Oh,
So
who thought that was a good idea?
I have no fucking clue, man. But
If you're
I was
the
pissed because I walked in there early with my fucking duffel bag, and I sit down and I'm fucking waiting, and then the show just starts, and they don't even tell me shit. And then, mind you, I paid 150 for a VIP section, which was fucking shitty as fuck. I'm sorry, but it was. And then I didn't even get my bottle. I didn't even get the bottle service. Nothing. Like they served the other people that were there, but I didn't get my bottle service or anything, dude. So then my friend messages me the next day, and I wait until Tuesday. I wait until the following day to respond. But she was like, "Hey, how can I accommodate you? What can I do to make it right?" And this and that. And like she's like, "I have your bottle. We saved it for you. I'll take it to your house. This and that." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." Like I was like, you know what? I was like, "Here's what you can do for me. You can talk to the guys from the venue and ask them if I can have my own art show there. And regardless whether they say yes or no, that's all I need from you." And because she's in good with them, she's really really in good with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's an opportunity that I didn't have, and now it's gonna be like my show. You know what I mean? Like hopefully, fingers crossed, they go for it, and
And
in a
then
couple weeks
you'll have
I'll
an
have
area where you can still put up your put up some black lights and see if light retardant, not light retardant, but
yeah, blacklight reflective and shit. Yeah, and I'll do it actually right.
so perspective objectivity. Is that a way of
Yeah,
saying that
perspective object. Well, objective. Oh, I don't know, man.
a series of unfortunate events, the Big Bad Chronicles?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah. I think that the first unfortunate event was making Romo a friend. I don't know why.
That was not an unfortunate event. Come on now.
I would say well let me I tell everybody that my life is a cautionary tale and what not to do, so
That is true.
so and that's why I teach. I really, that's why I mentor, because
Yeah.
I've gone through, I've lived, and who better else to help make people better by just. I won't say I was a complete horrible kid, because I wasn't.
Yeah.
But I've done enough bad in my life to understand the negative karma consequences,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I've always taught my nephew, he came out of the foster care system, and there he's a little troubled a little bit. So, but when he got to stay with me, I would always teach him about consequences and his actions. And one night I happened to be there, and he did something, and he was like, oh. I said, I'm just gonna go to my room. I was like, I didn't even send him to his room. He understood at that moment he needed to go to his room. And I said, so your dad's gonna call.
Yeah.
And so, do you want me to tell him why you're in your room, or do you want to tell him?
Oh shit! What'd you say to that?
So he knew I was gonna tell him, so I made him tell him.
Oh shit! Okay.
And I said, because I said, and remember, I didn't put you on punishment. You put yourself on punishment. I just gave you a look, and you understood that, hey, I am going to my room. That
that was probably that nonchalant look that you talk about. That's probably what you gave him.
No, as a kid, I was the kid that was I was the ant. Unfortunately, as a kid, not
really?
The one with the magnifying glass. Yeah,
I was the one with the magnifying glass.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if anybody would. I don't know if anybody would ever think of me as one of the cool kids growing up.
He's not talking about that though.
Or like a bully. I mean, granted that I have more fun being a bully now versus. But I'm a lovable bully. I'm not like absolutely mean about bullying. It's usually done in.
You're kind of like how people perceive me, man. Like either they like me completely or they fucking hate me. It's always been like that, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, I will have people that have known me, like when I was coming out of the closet in Mobile, and they're like, well, hey, I just never taught you because because you were unapproachable. You look. I mean, you.
You had a resting bitch face.
No, but that's odd because you would never see me with a resting bitch face because
right. But to others, like it's just your demeanor would like indicate
they thought they thought it was a bitch, and I'm like, no. I mean,
yeah, I get that. I feel you on that.
I'm like, what? Did I ever give you the? I mean, but how can you make that assumption?
An assumption. Yep.
Just by being on the outside trying to look in, and because
Hold on, give me 1 second.
if people ever saw me out twirling out at a bar, you need to you need to stop for a second.
Yeah, give me 1 sec, real quick.
But yeah, I was never a cool kid, so it is one of those things that I never ever want to be, never thrive to be. Sometimes because
I think it's actually the. I'm sorry. I think it's actually the thunder, and I think people are knocking, and it's actually thunder.
And one of the reasons I never want to be a cool kid, and I appreciate that. As a twin, I always stuck out. And there are just certain times, again, I was different, and there are moments as a gay kid that you just want to just disappear sometimes, and I understood from at my life that disappearing was not an option. But as I've gotten older, I've learned to embrace that those things that make me different and appreciate them for what they are as opportunities to stand out.
Yep.
Because also, when you have somebody that looks like you, the one thing that parents do to twins is they become
same
they're the same. They have no they have no individuality, and I think that's a curse to a kid, especially.
Yep.
Especially to when they're forced to you look in a mirror and they look at us. We're always going to be like, everything is the same. Y'all look so much alike. We want to look different from time to time. Yep, you're totally right.
What differences?
Our difference is what makes us us. Yep. So I was in East chat today. So East had a guy in 20 years old.
You were what? Where
in his live stream today on.
Okay.
And he had this 20-year-old who had a question. I never said you were wrong either, did I? I've never made the insinuation that you've been wrong either. so simmer down, Kimosabe. Simmer down now. So the kid was asking advice, and I won't call him a kid because he's 20 years old, but he's been hanging around with this older guy, and he sort of developed feelings for the guy, and he doesn't know. He wants to move. He wants to progress further with the relationship, but he doesn't want to ruin the friendship that they have. And I was like, yeah, so that's a hard thing to want to do. And I said, sometimes it's best to put your feelings out there. And the worst thing he could tell you is that, hey, I enjoy hanging out with you, but I just don't want a relationship or something right now. And some people, when they get that sort of rejection, they shut down, they clam out, and they don't want to talk to this person anymore because they didn't get what they wanted. You become a spoiled little brat. And it's like I said, understand where, be able to talk to him and ask, see where he stands. Find out, what he feels about relationship with you, and if he decides at this moment that dating you is sort of out of the question, be able to accept what he's willing to give you. Mm-hmm. Because if you can honestly say that, hey, I value the friendship, but you would love more, but you don't. But by pushing for more, you can end up alienating yourself and potentially losing a friend. So it's like just meet him where he is and say, "Hey, I'm okay with just having him as a friend." You know, again, you will always have a deep love for him as an individual. So, uh,
You know, can I interject real quick?
sure.
Because actually that situation just happened to me, man. I met this guy, great fucking guy, great fucking guy. Um, Younger than me, but I kind of I kind of did like get all emotional when the first time, like, well, it was actually the second time, because the first time was about a year ago when I met him. But we, never saw each other again until like just recently. And I kind of did get a little emotional, like a little like, oh my god, like this, because it was just fucking great sex, you know. It was
But
really, really,
but you
really,
also
really, 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 really
a
good
lot of
sex.
people,
Yeah.
and this is the sad thing is, and I'm not saying that you did this, but some people
Mhm.
equate, and I was one of those people for a very long time that would equate really good sex
With love.
with love, and
Right. Okay. So okay. So all right. So that's my mistake. Fine. Whatever.
I didn't say it
Um,
was a mistake. I
it is. No, it is. It is, because then what happened was I ended up alienating him, because he kind of got you know like he kind of got emotional as well, and he kind of like he hadn't seen anyone um like he hadn't seen anyone romantically, or seen anyone potentially romantically in any way in a long time. And when I kind of got emotional, he kind of did afterwards. But the first time he didn't say shit, and so I kind of my defenses went up, because to me that's rejection. And I've been through that enough times in my fucking life that I am never ever going to let anything like that happen to me again, right? And so that triggered my fucking defense mechanism. So my walls went up, and I'm like, all right, cool. And he kept trying, and he kept trying, and he kept trying, and now like it's like just like I can't even like message him or anything, because I feel like I was such a dick to him by not responding to his questions, because he was open about communication and everything, but I couldn't, because I shut down. When something like that happens to me, I fucking shut down, and that's it. And I can't explain it. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's what I am, you know?
so the one thing that I found about that is that yes, sometimes we're entitled to feel however we're going to feel.
Right.
And so don't diminish those feelings because yeah,
Yeah.
you suffer the rejection. And so
Yeah.
and most people do when there's rejection, you sort of want to retreat. um
Yeah.
I'm like that same way when I don't get a promotion, so I was like, I'm gonna do what you pay me to do. um
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I
Basically,
so
that's exactly right. Like that's a good analogy there.
so and yeah, you're gonna be caught in your feelings, and you're gonna say, well, you didn't want me there. So and most people go to the far extreme where you didn't want me as a relationship, so you don't want me at all.
See, and I didn't. Like, I was still willing to like be friends and shit, but like then it just sort of changed to like, well, like I don't know, man. I
Have
don't
a
know.
good night, E.
Have a good night, man. Thank you for joining us tonight. We live and we learn. Oh, I know. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
We appreciate you so much. So yeah, uh, I'm not saying that you're one of the extremes, but a lot of people they're just extreme people. They will go
I
to
am.
one extreme to the other real quickly
Yeah.
because based on one thing. And yeah, I know we're right a little bit over an hour right now, so we're gonna probably tell a few more jokes and we're gonna be out of here anyway. So because I need to really get some sleep because pretty soon I'll be laughing uncontrollably about something that's not even remotely funny.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, and plus my battery's at 16% on my laptop. So
16,
yeah.
and plus I still need to get you up in your email. Um,
Yeah.
so but I, like with my best friend is my soulmate.
Yeah.
and but we are not. We're not dating. We're not.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
still good friends. Um, will we always be closer to each other than we are to our partners? Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Partners understand that we are a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, um, he had a relationship where his partner, could not deal with the fact that we talked a lot, and he made the
Okay.
decision. His partner says, "Well, hey, when we're off, I want your phones off. Focus on me
Yeah.
because number one, he was jealous of my friendship with him,
That's
and so
stupid. That's
and
so stupid.
it is, but you can't tell people they're being stupid.
Well, no, no, I know, I know. No, but also like it does go back to like what I just said. So like I can't really say that because then that's me being a hypocrite. So
So
yeah, never mind.
so
Yeah. Go ahead.
so until that fateful day that when my mom passed and I could not talk to my best friend.
Mhm. Oh shit, that's fucked
This
up.
is one person who's called me at 2 o'clock in the morning and asked me, "What are you doing?" And
Yeah.
instead of saying, "Hey, I was asleep," he's like, I said nothing. I was just sitting here." And he's like, he knew that he knew I was lying to him, because I would take his call no matter what time of day it was, what time of night it was.
Right.
And the day that I needed my best friend, because I felt like my world was crumbling around me at that moment. My mom passed. I came and talked to my best friend.
Yeah.
I was pissed by the time Sunday came around.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom passed on Friday night, and Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. Monday morning, I get the call and I'm at work, and because I had gone back to work, and I was like, so I stepped outside and I said, honestly, if I have to schedule time to see my best friend or talk to my best friend, let me know now so I can make peace with saying goodbye.
Oh shit.
And
Is
he's
this your
like,
is
he
this
understood
your
where I
current
was coming.
partner?
So what?
Is this your current partner?
No,
No.
no, not my current partner, my best friend.
Oh, no, no. But who are you saying? Oh, gotcha, 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 gotcha. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I kind of got like confused. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, go on.
So
Sorry, my bad.
yeah, his partner wouldn't let him talk to me. So
Gotcha.
because he wanted to focus all on him, and I'm like, hey, life
Yeah.
happens. Life
Yeah.
happens.
No
So
shit.
and yeah, and I was and at that moment he understood that, and he realized that, hey, maybe this friendship has been not as duplicitous as it should be,
Mhm.
or there's not a lot of reciprocality, that it's not as reciprocal as it should be. That's like I
Yeah.
said, because I'm going to spend more time being the friend that you need for you than you will be to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
in not saying that's a bad thing ever, but he also understood that if he ever wanted to talk to me ever, I don't care how dead sleep I am, how dead tired I am,
Yeah.
I'm there. And so he is. So that spurned a hard conversation for his partner, for him to have with his partner. Says, hey, I
Right.
understand, your need to want to shut down and want to have us time on the weekends. I totally can understand that, but I said, your family is miles and miles and miles away.
Hmm.
The last thing you want to ever do is get a call from that one of your family members, if something's happened to your family members, and you've shut down your phone for 4 days because you
Fuck. Yeah. That sucks.
so at that moment he learned how controlling his boyfriend was.
Shit.
And so things happen for a reason, because also I know my best friend takes around October every year. There's about 4 or 5 days that he goes off the grid.
Oh, no shit.
It's every year, and it's him mentally.
Okay.
And so this particular time, his partner called him, been calling, and he did not answer.
Mm-hmm.
So he sends me a message and says, "Hey, have you talked to him?" And I said no. I said no, I have not talked to him, but and I said but he's fine. It said, so he says, well, hey, we haven't heard from him, so we're just getting worried. I was like, well, he's fine. I was like, he says, how do you know he's fine? Because he hasn't told me that he's not fine.
Yeah.
In the moment he tells me that he's not fine, I'm still going to tell you that he is fine.
Yeah.
And so they got mad and said, and so they started posting shit saying that, hey, you're supposed to be his best friend and you act like you don't care. I said exactly, I'm his best friend, not yours. And so if he needed me to worry, he would tell me that I need to worry. Yeah. Otherwise, if he hasn't told me that there's anything for me to worry about, then I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
And I said, and also, if you will also understand, we've already crossed that bridge, so that, hey, he will always answer my call despite whatever is going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've already crossed that bridge. So if he's not answering your call, this is something else totally different, and I'm not getting involved in it. Yeah. And so he had one of his girlfriends send me, and I told her the exact same thing, and I was being as nice as I possibly could, and I wanted her to understand. It's like, because I didn't do what you wanted me to do doesn't mean I don't care. But when it comes to knowing people, I know I that's one of the things that you can't tell me I don't do is especially if I've taken the time to get to know somebody, that I don't know your every move. I can guess.
Well, you don't know my every move.
I can assume to know what they are, but I'm still learning more. I'm still learning more about you, so, and that's a great thing. So, but pretty soon I'm like, okay, that's not a character for Bob, yeah, I can see Bob doing that, and I can, and if I don't know the reason, I can tell you why Bob did it.
Okay,
it's like that's probably fair. That's probably like one of my I call it my superpowers. Is I can hear one side of the story and fill in the other side and tell you exactly why somebody acted a certain way. Yeah. That's like sort of like clairvoyance for me, certain type of clairvoyance. So, and it's also about human behavior. It's like as I've gotten older, I've learned how to, what drives people.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
So, guys, it is 11. We've been at it for about an hour and 13 minutes. So, and pretty soon some of y'all are going to check out, and so we want you to listen again next week. But if you stayed in and listened to us this long, we appreciate you, and we will definitely see y'all next week. So say good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next week. Hopefully, I'll be here.
I hope so. I mean, hey, I'm not doing this by myself.
Thank you for joining us as we try to make sense of this crazy world we all live in. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube. You've taken the first steps to walk down this path we're on, where you'll find out the journey is bearable after all. Send us a message at bj@bearablejourney.com or by calling 404-900-0315. Join us next week as we continue on our Bearable Journey.